Welcome, everyone, to Gameful Learning 101. I'm Katrine Becker. This is the continuation of a 10-question series that introduces me and the work I've been doing for about the last 15 years or so. It was originally created for the Game-Based Learning Virtual Summit that was held on November 1st to 3rd, 2023, and hosted by Patrick Felicia. I hope you enjoy it. The first panel question is, how can integration of games, simulations, and gamification techniques create more immersive and effective learning experiences? And what evidence supports their impact on student outcomes?
I will speak to gamification, as that's basically been my area for the last decade or so. I still don't like the term gamification, but like, for example, software engineering, which is really neither software nor engineering, it seems to be the term that sticks. So for the thing that came out being the most effective in terms of my approach was not something I was expecting, in that the impact that it had on my students was largely felt in terms of how they perceived the risk of doing things in the classroom. So, for example, by giving them an opportunity to resubmit work, they were then allowed to try something that might not succeed, knowing that they would have a second chance to fix it up. By giving them opportunities to do a wide variety of kinds of work, they were allowed to choose something that fit more with their own personal interests, and making sure that they do enough of the work to verify that they have mastered the material, making sure that their path through that course actually does accomplish that. That's my job. Providing them with a whole bunch of choices allows them to cherry pick what they like, and they will end up being more invested in what they do. By taking an approach like adding points that is strictly cumulative grading, where the student starts off with 0 and everything they do adds to their score, rather than using compartmentalized marking, as in 30% for the assignments, 30% for the midterm, 40% for the final, and so on. By having strictly cumulative grading, they are then given the ability to try something that might just go completely sideways. And if that particular piece of work is worth a potential, let's say, 25 points, and they only get 3, well, that's still 3 more points than they had before they started. And so long as I provide a wide enough variety of work for them to do, they can make up the difference by doing something else or redoing that thing. And what I found, the really big difference in this, is that they are no longer afraid to try things that might fail, because if it does fail, what they've lost is time. They haven't lost the ability to get a good mark in the course. And so that has been the really big, profound impact of what I've been doing. And it has completely turned around how I think about teaching altogether. I now think in terms of, okay, so what is the perception of risk from the perspective of the students, and what can I do to mitigate that so that they will try, they will do the work, they will make the effort, and they will learn the material in the process without feeling scared that they're going to fail.